Hey, Skol Vikings Nation. What's up, my purple-blooded warriors? I'm your die-hard Vikings fanatic, fired up and ready to dive into the latest pulse-pounding drama straight from Noticias dos Vikings news. Imagine this, our young gun JJ McCarthy, the top 10 pick we all pinned our Super Bowl dreams on, sidelined in concussion protocol after that brutal hit against the Packers. Yeah, you heard it right. McCarthy's out for Sunday's clash with the Seahawks, and guess who's stepping into the spotlight? Undrafted rookie Brosmer, the hometown hero from the University of Minnesota. Buckle up, because this isn't just a backup story. It's a potential game-changer that could flip our 4-7 season on its head. Stick with me through these 15 scenes, and we'll unpack every jaw-dropping detail. Will Brosmer light it up, or will Seattle's savage defense feast? Let's charge into it, and hit me in the comments. Are you hyped for this underdog tale? Picture Brosmer, this 24-year-old kid from New Hampshire who transferred to our own backyard at the U of M, now staring down the barrel of his first NFL start. It's like destiny calling him home to US Bank Stadium vibes. But wait. No. This showdown's in the rainy chaos of Lumen Field against an 8-3 Seahawks squad that's devouring offenses left and right. Brosmer's got that quiet confidence, the kind that screams, "I've been grinding for this." After clawing his way onto our 53-man roster as an undrafted free agent back in April. Remember how we let Sam Darnold walk after his 14-3 magic last year? Now he's torching it in Seattle with 19 TDs, and here we are, handing the keys to a rookie who's completed just 5 passes in garbage time this season. It's raw, it's risky, and damn if it doesn't get your blood pumping. Who says underdogs can't bite back? But hold on, Vikings faithful, because this isn't some fairy tale without grit. Brosmer's senior year at Minnesota in 2024? The dude lit up the Big Ten, hitting 66.5% of his throws for 2,828 yards, 18 touchdowns, and only 6 picks, plus 5 rushing scores to boot, leading the Gophers to an 8-5 finish. That's not backup material. That's the spark we need with McCarthy's 54.1% completion rate and league-leading 10 interceptions in just 6 starts haunting us like a bad dream. As we gear up for Seattle's 4th-ranked sack machine with 36 takedowns already, I'm yelling from the rooftops. This could be the reset button. What do you think? Can Brosmer sling it to Justin Jefferson for a breakout? Or is this a recipe for heartbreak? Drop your predictions below. I read every one. Whoa. Let's rewind to how this Purple Prince even landed in Minnesota's huddle. It's straight out of a Hollywood script for us Vikings diehards. Brosmer spent 5 gritty years at New Hampshire, honing his craft in the FCS ranks, before transferring to the Gophers and turning heads with his cerebral game. Undrafted in April? That was the league's biggest miss. But not ours. Kevin O'Connell scooped him up as a free agent, and boom. He outshone vets like Brett Rippon and Sam Howell to snag that roster spot out of camp. It's moments like these that remind me why I bleed purple. We find diamonds in the rough while other teams sleep on him. Now, with McCarthy nursing that concussion from the Packers' loss, reporting symptoms on the flight home, no less, Brosmer's vaulting from third-string obscurity to primetime savior. Seahawks fans might smirk, but we've got that North Star fire. This rookie's about to shine. Dig deeper and you'll see Brosmer wasn't handed anything. He earned it through sheer hustle, the kind that makes you fist pump in your living room. Back in training camp, he was slinging lasers against our first-team D, showing poise that had coaches whispering franchise potential. Fast forward to this season. He started as the emergency third option behind McCarthy and Carson Wentz. But when McCarthy's ankle went sideways earlier, Wentz stepped up and Brosmer shadowed him like a hawk. Then, tragedy struck. Wentz's season-ending shoulder injury cleared the path, locking Brosmer as backup just in time for this seismic shift. It's poetic, really. A Minnesota kid leading the Vikings against a Seahawks team that's climbed to NFC West royalty on Darnold's arm. But here's the hook. What if Brosmer's quick release neutralizes their disguised coverages? Tell me, fam, would you trade a mid-round pick for this guy's upside right now? And let's not gloss over the raw stats that make Brosmer more than a feel-good story. He's got the tape to back it up, straight from his Gopher glory days. That 2024 campaign wasn't fluff. 18 TDs against 6 INTs, averaging over 200 yards a game, and those 5 rushing scores showed he's got wheels when it counts. The Gophers weren't world beaters at 8-5, but Brosmer elevated him, distributing to playmakers with the anticipation of a vet. Now, facing Seattle's 7th-ranked passer rating allowed at 84.5, he's walking into a lion's den. But remember, our offense has Jefferson, who can turn a slant into gold. McCarthy's sack rate, one of the league's worst, has been killing drives. Brosmer's quick decisions could flip that script. I'm pacing my floor just thinking about it. Envision him threading needles on 3rd down. Who's with me? Comment your dream Brosmer to JJ play. Shift gears to the heartbreak at the top. JJ McCarthy, our golden boy drafted 10th overall. Now in the league's concussion protocol after that vicious Packers sack left him motionless on the turf. It was Sunday night symptoms that sealed it. Coaches and docs didn't flag it in-game, but the film doesn't lie, and neither does the protocol. We've babied him all year, prioritizing long-term health over short-term wins. And now, ruled out officially on Friday, per O'Connell's presser. It's gut-wrenching, Vikings Nation. McCarthy's shown flashes. Sure, but those 10 picks in half a season? That's not the steady hand we need. As we stare down a 3-game skid at 4-7, this feels like rock bottom, or the launchpad for something epic. But seriously, how many hits can one kid take before we question the plan? O'Connell's been McCarthy's biggest cheerleader, but even he admits the kid's acclimating to NFL speed like a deer in headlights. Accuracy dipping left, EPA per dropback ranking 853rd since 2000. We traded up for him, built around his potential, but 6 starts in, it's 929 yards, 6 TDs, and more turnovers than a bakery. The concussion? Just the latest in a string, ankle earlier, now this after a 23-6 Packer pounding. It's not fair, but football's brutal, and as fans, we're left holding our breath. Yet, here's the silver lining. This opens the door for fresh blood, reminding us why we love the chaos. What if McCarthy needed this reset? Hit the comments. Do you think he's our guy long-term or time to pivot? Now, zoom in on Brosmer's pro debut. Sparse, sure, but telling for us Vikings obsessives. In that 48-10 demolition of the Bengals in Week 3, he went 2 for 429 yards, calm as a Minnesota winter. Then, a month later, relieving a battered Wentz in the 37-10 Charger loss, 3 for 413 yards, no picks, no panic. Garbage time? Maybe, but those snaps showed poise under duress, the kind that translates against Seattle's simulated pressures. We've seen rookies crumble. Brosmer organized the huddle like he'd been there forever. With our line banged up, Donovan Jackson out, Christian Darrisaw questionable. It's sink or swim, but I'm betting on swim. Envision it. Brosmer evading a rush, flipping to Addison for 6. Who's your bold prediction for his debut stat line? Draft gurus like Lance Zierlein pegged Brosmer as a 6th or 7th rounder, confident, cerebral with average traits, praising his anticipatory throws and whip-quick release, but noting mobility tweaks and ball placement polish. Undrafted? Argane, Seattle's potential nightmare. He lacks McCarthy's arm rocket, but his brain's wired for progression reads, dissecting defenses pre-snap. In preseason against the Titans ones, he moved chains like a vet, earning nods from the staff. Now, with the Hawks' Mike McDonald scheming chaos, Brosmer's got to diagnose fast or get buried. But hey, that's the fire we crave. Underdog IQ versus Elite D. Vikings fans, let's debate. Is Brosmer smarts enough to out-scheme him, or do we need more wheels? Enter the coach's corner, where Kevin O'Connell dropped pure gold on Brosmer post-announcement. We've got a lot of confidence in Max. He raved about preseason reps against our D, moving the chains with veteran eye discipline, spotting throws, getting the ball out zippy. It's that next man up mentality we live by, especially with McCarthy's protocol timeline stretching long. We rarely rush returns, prioritizing brains over brawn. O'Connell's building a QB room for the future, and Brosmer fits like a purple glove. As we prep for Lumen's roar, this feels like calculated chaos. Test the kid, spark the offense. I'm all in. What about you? Would you name him starter for the season if he balls out? Wes Phillips, our OC wizard, doubled down calling Brosmer a football guy. Always prepped, grinding questions, shadowing every snap from the huddle's edge, verbalizing reads like a coach. Every snap someone else takes, he's right there, sequencing his looks, Philip said. That's the hunger we adore in Vikings lore. From Tarkenton to Cousins. With Wentz IR'd and McCarthy shelved, Brosmer's been the silent assassin, ready for one play to become the guy. Against Seattle's opportunistic secondary, that prep could be our edge, quick decisions flipping third and longs. It's electric. Imagine the purple wave if he connects early. Fans, sound off. What's your favorite under-the-radar Viking story like this? Backup watch. O'Connell's elevating vet John Wolford from the practice squad to shadow Brosmer, smart insurance. With Desmond Ridder lurking too. Wolford's got starts under his belt. Steady if unspectacular. Perfect for a rookie's debut. No more thin margins. We're stacking the room for success. As a nod to depth we lacked early post-Wentz injury. As Seattle lurks with their top 5 power ranking, this setup screams resilience, the Viking way. But let's be real. If Brosmer clicks, Wolford's clipboard bound. Who's got the hotter hand? Poll the comments. Brosmer for MVP of the game, or Wolford emergency hero? Now, the million-dollar question burning every Viking's heart. Can Brosmer steal the job from McCarthy? Our rookies flashed efficiency in limited looks, 0 INTs in 8 attempts, while JJ's 57.9 passer rating ranks dead last among multi-start QBs. Top 10 investment or not, McCarthy's inconsistencies, third most picks league-wide, have us 4-7 and reeling. Brosmer's steadier ship could force brass talks, light up Seattle's best-in-class D, and its uncomfortable conversations in Egan. We've seen flashes from JJ, but consistency? Nah. This starts a referendum, prove it or pivot. Skol or sink. I'm riding the rookie wave. You? Trade JJ now or one more shot? McCarthy's not franchise ready yet. Nowhere near, with sacks piling up and throws sailing left like college ghosts. We dreamed of his poise translating, but NFL speeds humbled him, EPA tanking harder than Jamarcus Russell's legacy. Brosmer, he's the anti-chaos. Cerebral, prepared, with gopher tape screaming upside. If he operates cleaner, say, 65% completions, no turnovers, O'Connell's long-term view might mean a competition brewing. Seattle's no joke, 7th in points allowed, but our weapons? Jefferson's a cheat code. This could steady the ship, sparking playoff whispers from the NFC North basement. Heart racing yet? What's your gut on the QB battle? Storytelling time. Brosmer's journey mirrors Viking sagas. Undrafted after New Hampshire grind, Gopher transfer turning local legend, now NFL leap. 5 college years forged his steel. That 2024 Big Ten tear wasn't luck. We've bet on youth before, Purdy vibes anyone? And it paid off elsewhere. Here, it's our turn. With McCarthy's injury string, 4 in 8 games. Brosmer's timing's divine intervention. Facing Darnold's revenge tour? Poetic justice. But success hinges on protection. Darisaw questionable, line shaky. Still, grit wins. Let's channel it. Fans, share your epic Viking underdog memory. Mine's Randall Cunningham's magic. Tying it to noticious Dos Vikings news, this bombshell dropped Friday. O'Connell's announcement amid injury ripples. Jackson out. 5 questionables including Greenid and Metellus. We're 11.5-point dogs, but spirit trumps spreads. Brosmer versus McDonald's schemes? Is chess with shoulder pads. His quick release could exploit gaps, feeding Addison and Hawkinson. McCarthy's absence hurts, but opportunity knocks. Answer with fire. As we hit week 13, this feels pivotal. Spark or sputter? I'm all purple passion. You feeling the surge? Quick poll. Brosmer over 200 yards? Wrapping the hype. Brosmer's not just starting. He's symbolizing our fight back. Underdog roots, coach faith, stats that pop. It's tailor-made for glory. Seattle's elite, but we've toppled giants. Remember that Bengals route? McCarthy heals, but Brosmer leads now, efficient, error-free, elevating us from skid. This ain't desperation. It's destiny unfolding. Vikings Nation, let's roar into Lumen. Prove the doubters wrong. What's your score prediction? 27-24 Purple Punch? All right, Purple Warriors, we've dissected this QB quake from every angle. Brosmer's rise, McCarthy's setback. The stakes sky high. If this fire doesn't get you amped for Sunday, check your pulse. From Noticias dos Vikings News, remember, we're built for battles like this. Now your turn. Smash that like if you're Team Brosmer. Flood the comments with your hot takes. Will he outduel Darnold? Subscribe for every Skol update, and share this with your fellow fans to spread the hype. Let's pack Lumen with virtual purple. Go Vikings, take no prisoners. Skol.